that you have a certain amount of ducks to give per week, and then you spend those accordingly.
Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might have had your fill, but I feel it still.
So I want to talk to you guys about this idea that I read in this book. It really helped me quantify and sort of spend my time a little bit more wisely. You know, like many of you guys, I'm really like anal about spending my time productively and like making the most of the day and doing as many things. But I find myself in a position where sometimes I run out of time. So I found this idea really useful to help me rationalize and quantify and simplify my time and help me make decisions based on that. So I was reading this book called The Life-Changing Magic of Not Giving a Fuck. I don't want to get demonetized, so I'm going to say duck, but I just said fuck. So. And it talks about in the first chapter or the second chapter the idea of budgeting your fucks, your ducks. Let me explain. Can you pass me the ice cream? I'll eat the ice cream. Now if we plot fucks I give against things that I give a fuck about, let's look at a week of fucks. Now before we even get started, I give a duck about not being tired all of the time. So at least 2 ducks a week I'd say goes to being asleep. And I also give a duck about eating, guys gotta eat. So maybe like 2 ducks a week preparing and eating your food. Also, showering. Can I give a duck about not smelling? And work. I mean, if you work a 9 to 5, that's like 8 hours a day. That's like a significant portion of your week. And I mean, if you give a duck about earning money so you can pay the man, then I'd say that's about 3 ducks. Assuming you also give a fuck about your family and friends, there's another duck gone. And this only leaves you with 1 duck. 1 duck left to spend per week. Maybe you're really tired that week and you give a duck about getting an extra couple of hours sleep. Or you're really into your food and you want to spend a bit more time making your meals. Maybe you even decide to take 2 showers per day, or you want to spend a little bit more time socialising with your friends. Now, it's completely up to you how you spend this last duck, but just remember you've only got 1 left. Now, that duck's starting to look a little bit more valuable. What if there was a picnic, or a kind of bring your own food party, BYOF party? And everyone's bringing a casserole, some pasta, and everyone's expecting you to bring that tuna niçoise salad that everyone knows that you make really well.
Salad niçoise is in the dressing.
But that takes time. Yeah, it takes time and takes energy. It takes one of your ducks. You have to give enough of a duck, enough of a fuck about your work colleagues or this event to spend your last duck on making this salad. Because if you don't, you could then spend that last duck on going to see your friend or going to the cinema. And you could then instead buy a Tesco's own brand superfood salad. So you're weighing up your options. What do you give more of a fuck about? Do you give more of a fuck about spending your last fuck on going for a coffee or seeing a film? Or do you give enough of a fuck about your colleagues and what they'll think about you if you bring a fucking, excuse my French, superfood salad, a store-bought salad, instead of making your own food? If you haven't got the time and energy to make this salad and you'd rather just throw 10 quid at it and go for a coffee with your mates, superfood salad it is. Stop giving a fuck about what other people think of you, and then I guess just budget your fucks accordingly.
Oh my god, that's so
cold.
That's it.
2795.
That didn't work.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So you got one fuck left.
Dark.
So you got